Hi, this is Timbo from Timbo Works the Bees. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to explain to you the process of how we get the honey out of the frame and into the drum. I'm going to try to do it in a way that you can understand it, and we don't have a very expensive facility. We're a small company, and we really try to make a quality product that you can go to the store and purchase. So here we go. As I showed you in another part of the program, the bees, which are these guys right here, they will take the honey, the nectar, out of a bloom in a tree or in a bush, and they'll bring it to their boxes. Now, these boxes right here are the ones I'm talking about. They'll bring the honey and they'll put it in these boxes, and as you can see, the honey that's in the boxes, they put it in there, and then they're supposed to put a capping on them. Some of them don't put a capping on them because we don't give them time to. The honey is fresher that way. But when the honey comes in out of the box, it comes through the door, and we set it here in these stacks, as you can see right here. And these stacks, we have to take them physically out of the boxes and put them on the machines that we use to extract the honey. As you can see, there's cappings on those. Now, these frames may look like the holes are flat, but the holes are in fact at an angle. They're turned, they're not square. And that's why we have to put it in our machines a certain way. Now, when we take the frames out, and we put it in a machine called a Guinness uncapper. And what this machine does is it takes the capping off of the frame. And here's the machine I'm going to show you. Here's the machine right here. And what this machine does is you take the frame out of the box and you lay it on the machine like this. Now, this machine rolls, and inside here there are a series of chains, and they're adjusted in such a way that it just barely touches the frame and takes off the wax like I showed you here. That wax right there. It'll take that wax right off that frame and not damage the cone that the honey is in. It'll roll through this machine, and it'll come out on this side of the machine, and we take these little hand scratchers and rollers, and whatever cappings don't come off, we just scratch them until they come off. Then, as you can see, those frames stacked up in that machine right there, this is called an extractor. And this machine turns at 4,500 RPM, and it actually pushes the honey out of the frame and against the wall of the extractor, and then slides down the extractor, comes out of a tube up under here, and goes into the floor tank. Now, when it goes into the floor tank is heated, and it separates the wax from the honey. The wax rises to the top, and the honey falls to the bottom. And when it separates that, then we go over to another machine that is a pump, which is a standard pump like what you'd have outside on your well, but this pump is designed in such a way as it will pump real thick honey, which is what comes out of these frames, thick honey. This pump pumps these frames, or pumps this honey from the floor tank through this pipe and into the drum. Now, on occasion, some of the wax will make its way into the honey. And what we do is we take our hand and we pull the wax off, leaving the pure, clean honey. Now, what I'm about to show you is what it looks like when it comes out of the floor. It's a real easy process to do, but you know, it's important that you do it correctly. Now, when this honey comes out, after being separated, it's pure and clean. And there it is. That's the honey stuff right there. Pure, clean honey. And it's put into these 55-gallon drums, sealed up, and shipped to a processing plant that puts it in bottles, and you go to your store and you buy it. So, that's the process of getting the honey out of the frame and into the drum. Now, if you have any comments or suggestions that you'd like me to address on this program, I'd like to have you email me at mailtotimbo@yahoo.com. That's MAIL, the number 2, TIMBO @yahoo.com. And I appreciate the comments and suggestions that were given to me by Ken Harden and his family in Marianna, Florida. If you have questions that you'd like answered on this program, just give me an email and I'll address them directly to you. Thanks for watching, folks, and keep watching. More to come.